Here at SunTrust Park, the 29-20 Atlanta Braves played host to the 25-27 Colorado Rockies. The Braves sent out left-hander Patrick Corbin, making his 10th start of the season. He has a phenomenal 2.37 ERA on the year, and in the top half of the first inning, he walks Charlie Blackmon, who takes his base and then proceeds to swipe second as the throw from Murphy is not in time. So Blackmon in scoring position, Story strikes out, so it's 2 outs, and Arenado with a nice piece of 2-out hitting as he drives in Blackmon easily with the RBI single. 1-0 Rockies is the score. Adam Ottavino in his ridiculous stretch, making his 5th start of the season, literally unhittable as a right-handed hitter, but it's a lefty at the plate, Inciarte, who takes it right back out the middle for a single. So he's on first base and then proceeds to steal on Ottavino as he slides in and gets himself into scoring position. Swanson would get out, not move the runner up, and then with 1 out, Freeman hits one into left field. For whatever reason, Inciarte does not advance past third, and instead it's runners on the corners with 1 out, brings up Marwin Gonzalez, who takes the 2-1 pitch into right field. It's a bit shallow, but Inciarte thinks it's deep enough to test Carlos Gonzalez, and it was not. Fires an absolute dime to the plate, and it's still 1-0 Rockies. Bottom half of the second, Ruiz hits a dribbler over to second. Brendan Rodgers tries the barehanded, but instead it gets under him and into center field. So Ruiz on first, and then Harrison comes up, hits a little bloop into center field. 2 not very powerful hits, back-to-back singles, and then Patrick Corbin comes to the plate as the pitcher, and he lines one right at Arenado, and it's nobody comes in. So still 1-0 Rockies. As then in the top half of the third, Charlie Blackmon's going down the right field line with a double. Harrison gets to it quickly, gets it in, but it's still a double for Blackmon. And then with nobody out, Story comes to the plate, hits one into right field. Harrison gets to this one, though, on a line, but Blackmon does move up to third base with 1 out. That brings up Arenado, who takes the 3-1 pitch right at Freeman, goes directly to home plate with it, absolute dime, nails Blackmon, still 1-0 Rockies. Beautiful throw by Freeman, and it's now runner on first with 2 outs. Ball gets past Freeman, who is playing in, and Harrison has trouble with it in right field, which allows Arenado to move up to third. So it's runners on the corners now with 2 outs, but Gerardo Parra cannot get the job done. He grinds out to Swanson, tosses the second, and it's still 1-0 Rockies as Corbin escapes the jam. So now we move on to the bottom half of the third, where Inciarte lines out right at Story, who makes a leaping play, and then Freeman, another line out, Story a diving play. 2 diving plays in the same inning for Trevor Story. Move on to the top half of the 5th, where Carlos Gonzalez is going down the left field line. Nobody is there because of the shift, so Spangenberg has to sprint into the corner, and Gonzalez has himself an easy stand-up double. But then two batters would strike out, and then Arenado would grind at the third. Ruiz showing off a bit of his skills on the hot corner as he makes the play, and it's still 1-0. Matt Wisler now comes on in the top half of the 5th inning, and Parra tries the bunt, and John Ryan Murphy making the diving catch in foul territory. What a play by John Ryan Murphy. Mike Dunn then comes on in the bottom half of the 7th for the Rockies, and Rio Ruiz tries to take him deep to tie it up, but instead it's just warning track power as Gonzalez is there to put it away. Move on to the bottom half of the 9th, where the former Brave Tanner Scheppers comes on, and he gives up a single to Dansby Swanson, and then would come right out of the game as they bring in Jeanmar Gomez and his 17 saves, looking for his 18th of the season. And Freeman delivers with a single, so back-to-back singles for the Braves, and it's first and second, nobody out, brings up Marwin Gonzalez. First pitch swinging up the middle, but it's right at Story, steps in the bag, fires the first. It is a double play. Swanson moves up the third, though, but it's 2 outs in the inning. Murphy takes a 2-0 pitch into right field. It's just going to be an easy can of corn pop-up for Gonzalez to end the game, and the Braves once again are shut out as they continue to struggle on offense. A 1-0 victory for the Colorado Rockies here in Atlanta. Player of the game honors goes to Charlie Blackmon of the Rockies. He was 1 for 3 on the day. He walked and then also got a double and scored. Arenado drove in a run in the first inning. He was 1 for 4, and that was the only run of the game from either team, as it's a 1-0 victory for the Rockies. Ottavino goes 6 innings, 5 hits, strikes out 1, walks none. Gomez gets his 18th save. Patrick Corbin now falls to 2-3, despite only giving up 1 run in 5 innings and striking out 5. So with that being said, it's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Atlanta Braves Baseball. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I'm saying goodbye.
Tell you why, 'cause I'm jealous.